Welcome to another episode of Northern Ruckus. It's TJ here with my boy Jimbo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm in the building. We got Marlon here, too.
Got a big special guest, my big dog. Introduce yourself.
Well, you know me, man. I'm the M of all M's.
M of all M's.
Marlon Mcglashlan, 2M, Marleezy, Junior, depends, MJ, depends how long you know me, man.
Yes, sir. I know you as Junior. That's how long I know.
That's a minute, man. That's a minute.
Bro, no cap. My first ever bashment I went to was, I think it was your 16th birthday.
Yeah, I was just talking about that.
Bro, that shit was fire. That was the first time I seen Is
that the first time you caught a bubble?
No, it wasn't the first time I caught a bubble, fam. Relax. High school dance or middle school dances that were known and shit, bro. But no, that was the first time I seen Jamaican things where you have shorties on the ground, you put right the legs, niggas are diving in and stuff.
Yeah. We brought them to Jamaica.
Yeah, crazy. So I just want to ask you, do you feel like Jamaicans over time, they build that muscle up, the pelvic region to get slammed on top of each other and shit?
Yeah.
Bro, it's mad funny because that was the first, it was mad culture, shocking in the sense that niggas be jumping, they be catching a bubble and then they jump on the bitch and shit. It's
no, but the worst
I was seeing that when I was 15 years old.
The worst part about it is that was right after church because
we were going to church. The guy was like, "Yo, come to my birthday party after." I was like, "All right."
Church finished late too, so we finished around 5, and then the party started 8. So 3 hours after church, we're
But everyone's out of the church gear though.
Yeah.
That would have been
Bro,
crazy.
it was actually crazy too because it was in Brampton. That's where you were at that time. And I remember I pulled up and no bullshit. It was like a TV show. I saw 15 bikes on the lawn. Niggas literally rode their bikes, dashing on the lawn, and went to the bashment. It was crazy. I've never seen nothing like that because I'm a city boy, right? So it's I was only lived in Toronto, only seen Toronto shit that my whole time until then. I was like, yeah, that's crazy.
That's how we do it in the burbs.
But now, Brampton doesn't move like that.
No. Car accidents all day, every day.
Bro, just aside from that, kids aren't outside no more. You don't see a pile of bikes. You don't see kids playing road hockey talking about car. You don't see that no more. Nowhere.
Nah, niggas aren't outside no more. All right, I got a would you rather for both you guys this week. So it's a nice simple one. Keep it nice and short before we get into the pod. But I want to know, would you rather only live in Canada and never be able to leave the country ever again for your life, or never be allowed to come back to Canada and be able to travel the rest of the world for the rest of your life?
I'll let you take the floor, Marlon.
I'd rather not come back to Canada.
But then your family and shit, no?
I'm gonna bring them.
You'll bring them?
I can bring them, right?
Yeah. But it's also your family down in Jamaica and shit too. So it's you wouldn't be able to see them. So it's the other way around, right?
Wait, why?
No, if you stayed.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you stayed. What about you? What about you, Jimmy?
For me, I would just have to take into account what Marlon did too. If I could take my family with me, my kids and shit, right? But I'm not leaving my kids behind and never coming back. That'd be wild.
But no, I think it's a simple question because it's obviously the world's so big, so vast. Obviously you would want to rather live there, but it's Canada's also massive. There's so many different scenes in Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
and I'll say this too, bro. To these type of hypothetical questions, so much people if they get a hypothetical like that would say, "No, I have to travel the world." But so many people are never gonna leave this country.
Exactly. It's niggas you're literally gonna be asked that question, and be like, "Yeah, I'd rather travel the world, but never leave North America at least in your lifetime." And it's that's so weird to me.
How much of Canada have you seen?
Canada, I've been to Fort Mac. I've been to Vancouver. I've been to Montreal. I've never been to the Maritimes.
Okay.
And I've never been up north.
Okay, you?
But
I've actually just went to Montreal this weekend. It was sick. That was the first time I never drove. I drove through it to go to the PEI and shit back in the day. But yeah, that was the first time there. I hated it.
In the Maritimes?
No, Montreal.
Oh,
bro, that French shit is so stupid. It's no. You
hold
guys think I'm joking. You guys think I'm joking. That shit is so stupid, bro. You be reading I know at one point I was in a parking lot for 15 minutes trying to figure out how to park. It's
nigga doesn't know how you forgot how to park because of the
signs and shit, bro. You'll be sorte. I'm nigga, what does that mean? It's bro, I don't know. Bro. I hated the French shit. It's it should be French and English, how Ontario is, but instead it's just French. They don't have any English anywhere.
Yeah, they're very ignorant.
Bro, I went to a sports bar to watch a football game when I was there, and it's our waiter didn't speak English, and I was bro, it's Montreal. It's
no, they're fucking with you for sure.
Yeah, they understood us. They understood us, but then
they know you
never
speak
spoke
English. They're gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, so I don't know. I hate it.
You go to the movie theaters, they play English movies and shit.
Yeah,
it's super super English, but some of them will try to act like that, and those are the ones you just have to say, "Yo, listen, I know you understand me, you fuckface. Go get someone else." We doing?
No, bro, for sure. But other than that, I love Canada. I drove across Canada at the beginning of COVID with my boy. I flew out to BC because he packed his car up with shit, and we drove all the way back to Toronto. It was actually really fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we took like a week to do it. So we were stopping everywhere. Stopped in
Saw
Banff.
that shit, right?
Yeah, stopped in Banff, stopped in Saskatchewan, spent like a weekend in Winnipeg because my boy lives out there. Went to the cottage and shit. It was a good time,
cute, bro.
Yeah, so I traveled all of Canada except for the north shit.
What about you? How much of Canada you seen?
I went to what are the ones on the right
Maritime.
side? Maritime provinces.
That's on the right side.
I was gonna say prairie provinces, but that's like those guys.
Other ones,
So I
yeah.
did Maritime provinces, I did Montreal, and I did Vancouver.
Did you like Montreal?
Yeah, the main ones.
Yeah, yes and no. I worked a lot in Montreal in the past, but then I've also gone for leisure. So
But you know French.
I do know French.
Okay, see, that makes it.
Did you party when you were in Montreal?
No,
the partying
like,
is
no.
the best
The
part about
nightlife is
Montreal.
good, yeah.
It's like, no, I never really, like, we went to a bar and shit, but like nothing crazy.
Yeah, they can
And
party
it's just
down
like the
there.
French was just pissing me off. I was like, yo, like, get me out of this place. I only stayed there
The
for like
strip clubs
a
are
day.
lit there.
That's
and
what I heard. The strip
partying
clubs
is
are
lit.
like elite.
Their
Yeah.
nightlife
I was
is
told to go
dope.
to the strip clubs. I was like, nah, I'm good.
What's wrong with you?
Because I can't talk to no bitches in French. I don't know no French,
Oh
nigga.
my
I know like a
God, bro,
voulez-vous.
I-
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Bro,
C'est
listen.
soir.
Fam,
That's all I would be saying to
Hold
these
on,
girls
hold
looking
on.
like a creep.
When I go to the strip club, the most annoying part is the bitches talking to me. That's the most annoying. Just take off your clothes, bitch.
This guy's
They
wild,
want to
bro.
talk. They want that back and
Yeah,
forth.
bro. Like, what are you talking to me for? Get the fuck away from me.
All right, so I guess that was a good would you rather. Got around. Everybody got their answers in. But I want to get to you, Marlon.
What's up?
You're my dog, and I saw your glow up from the very beginning.
I know.
What was it like when you posted that first viral, like pumpkin spice TikTok? Because that shit went dumb.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
shit went stupid. Yo, play that for a second, Misha. Let's show the people.
Milky twilight, lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band, and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me.
Yo, what was it like?
It was exactly what I thought it would be like, actually.
You knew that was gonna blow?
Yeah. Like, no, I didn't know it was gonna blow, but like as it was happening, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought how it would be. Yeah.
Like, was it just mad people hitting you up out of the blue, being like, "Yo, Marlon, this shit's fire"?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. When I posted it, it was just like how I regularly just post things.
Yeah.
Like whatever. It was actually, I think it was Thanksgiving Day. I was going to a dinner or whatever, but posted it as I would normally post it. And, you know, TikTok has this little, I get like random spikes of like a bunch of people liking it, whatever. Boom. And then the next morning, it was just like my DMs were like going crazy. And like just hella people like, can we use this? Can we do da-da-da-da? And then, yeah, it was just like going up.
I remember when you posted that, 3 girls that I went to high school with that I didn't actually know messaged me and said, "How do you know this guy?" I was like I knew them through school. I never like were friends with them. They DM'd me. They're like, "How do you know this guy?" I'm like,
introduce me to him?
That's my brother,
Residual
bro.
Riz, bro. That's crazy.
That is actually nuts.
I like that.
Bro, you're not gonna find it. Go on Instagram. I DM'd
Yeah,
it
it's
to you.
all
I
good
DM'd it to
anyways.
him.
We don't need to see it on the TV. You can pull it up after the fact.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, like, every time that pumpkin spice season comes now, I'm always thinking of Marlon. Like,
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's that season now.
How
You
much
gonna make
views
some-
did that
you
end
gonna-
up doing?
What are you doing? A TV show for it this time? What's
Maybe
the word?
we'll see. I don't know. I gotta keep it on the low. You know?
How much views did that end up getting?
I think like 12 million. I think.
12.
Yeah, 12
Bro,
million.
how much did you make from that though? Like $5?
Yo,
Do you monetize your TikTok and shit like that?
Now it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not gonna pocket watch. You don't got to tell the people how much.
No,
you
I
made
just
off
want to
of
know how much 12 million gets you though. Like,
No, I didn't make anything.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I
Because
didn't make
TikTok is like notorious for not paying for shit.
Yeah, no, I didn't make money off that, but Starbucks did hit me up and we did have a little chat and they sent me $50.
Did you? Yeah, and you got like a deal with like Uggs and shit too.
Yeah, they
no,
sent me some kicks.
that. Yeah.
this
and a
guy said they
jacket.
sent me some kick.
And they got you to the next level at the
Yeah,
end of the day
man.
too.
Yeah, man.
I just seen Country Wayne talking about this. He's like, you know, people got to learn how to monetize themselves properly. He's like, if you have a certain amount of followers and you're not making that much dollars in a month, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously, it made me look in the mirror too.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
But it's not just that. It's like, especially when Marlon was doing from like high school, like just out of high school, you were always doing skits and shit. So it's like, that was just the one that blew. So it's like,
But
you
the-
weren't really.
But trust me though, this video and like the whole experience taught me how unprepared I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's what I was going to say.
it's like I didn't make anything off it. And like, you know, even like Alicia hit me up. It's like, yo, next time this happens, she like put me on some game, like talk to them this way, like show them this and say this to them because like these guys have money and they're using your content. You should be eating off that.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, I've been putting on game from that experience.
Who was that famous black woman that shared your shit too?
Viola Davis.
Yeah.
Hey.
My dog, VD. What's
I
up?
was like, yo,
Don't
that's
say that famous
great.
black woman. She's an amazing actor.
What's-
You don't
what's
know her,
up,
Bro,
You
she's
don't
not
know?
a famous black woman. Like I
Okay,
just didn't
fair
know her
enough,
name.
fair
How else
enough.
would I describe it?
But you know her like movies and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
No, you don't watch no movies. Bro.
What movie was she in?
There are movies, bro.
She's in not Scandal. What's the
Oh,
one?
yeah,
How to
yeah,
Get
yeah.
Away with
Murder.
Yeah, How to Get Away with Murder.
That's her main
Suicide
thing.
Squad.
She was out here reposting her shit.
She was
That's
just
crazy.
in that Lady King or whatever the fuck it's called. Like,
Yeah, Woman King.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fire, bro. But like, that's what we're saying. It's like to capture that moment is probably so hard. That's why I was asking, like, what was it like when you dropped that? Because it's like, that's like your content wasn't doing numbers like that.
Yeah,
you were literally just doing skits that were
Yeah.
funny as fuck that nobody
Yeah.
saw but your friends. But we all loved it.
Yeah.
And then that just blew up, and we were like, what the fuck?
I had several moments in that whole thing where I'm like, yo, this is great. So like, yo, Giselle from TVO.
like
TVO
Giselle,
Kids.
yeah, TVO
Giselle,
Kids.
You remember TVO? You don't watch-
Gisele's Big Backyard. You don't remember Giselle's Big
Nigga,
Backyard?
I was outside. Nigga.
Oh, this guy is too cool for that.
Nah, I'm
dog.
joking. I just don't remember.
So
Maybe,
Giselle, yo,
is
bro.
that the picture of her? Nah.
Yes, that's her.
I wasn't on that. I'm not gonna lie.
Fam, TVO Kids is my like TV raised me, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no, I do know her. That was
Yeah,
a bad
man, you
picture.
can't
Of course I know
not,
her.
yeah.
Yeah. In between
Bro,
Arthur and shit.
We're
Yeah,
friends
Giselle's
now.
Big Backyard.
We're friends now. I used to
Really?
watch her on TV.
That's dope. That's
She's
what's
like, I
up.
love your video. We're talking. We're friends now.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was a
yeah.
moment for me.
So do you feel like a kind of like a barrier kind of got like broken down where you feel like you kind of looked at all these people like they're celebrities and now like you're interacting with all of them, you're like, oh, we're all the same. Like they're treating me like a celebrity too. Right?
Yeah. In a sense, not in the celebrity sense, but it's like it almost like humanizes them for me. You know, I've always seen her on TV. Now we're like talking back and forth. You know, not all the time, but like at the time, like, you know, she's like, oh, this is funny, blah blah blah, and like, you know, and we're like going back and forth. I was like, that was such a surreal moment for me. The writer of the song, Kiss Me, she reposted it.
Yeah.
I actually
that was a big one.
I actually love this song. Like I made a TikTok about the song like a while ago. You know when that girl's like, "Oh, black people, what is your white song?" Whatever.
Yeah, I remember that one.
This is one of the songs,
Yeah,
and she reposted. I'm like, "Yo, are you kidding me?" So that was a moment for me.
Yeah.
Viola Davis was definitely a moment.
Bro,
for
for
me.
her though, that's probably like she saw some residuals coming in from that song. It's like,
bro,
where's this coming from?
yeah,
and then she saw it. It's like, oh, let me hop on this wave. That's funny.
Do
Yeah.
you worry about anyone stealing the idea? Like, what if Starbucks goes and does a commercial exactly like this, but they use like Terry Crews or some shit like that? Would that piss you off?
A little bit, yeah.
That would be kind of slimy, but like they do
yeah.
that shit. Like
They do,
That's
they
what
do.
Hollywood be doing. Like I saw a random TikTok recently of Phineas and Ferb. What the final scene? Or there was like a scene in Phineas and Ferb that was the exact scene of Endgame. Marvel, and they took it like scene by scene.
Oh, yeah?
This guy cut it up piece by piece.
Yeah.
I was like, this is hilarious.
It
and
is
it's like,
hilarious.
and it was from like 3 years before that
Yeah.
Marvel Endgame
Bro,
came
but
out.
that's hilarious to get inspiration from Phineas. and
Yeah,
Ferb.
right. It was like
Sick
like-
show, by the way. That's actually
No,
a sick
that's
show.
a fire show. That's a fire show.
Yeah, so it was like they had like a portal that came out of like the Dorfsburg like building that shot into the sky. All the fucking robots started coming out of the sky, and then the second they turned the machine off, everybody just dropped, and it was exact same as Endgame.
okay,
Like it was kind of
okay,
crazy.
okay.
But it's like they be stealing ideas. Like everyone's there's too many ideas to not steal,
Yeah.
and then they'll just like settle in court with
Bro,
a lawsuit.
nothing new. Nothing is new under the sun.
Yes,
Like,
that's
Yeah, no one has an original idea. It's like all ideas are
there's
kind of
nothing
like
new under the sun.
But even with that, it's like that's why it's like when you can combine ideas and make things. It's like so if you're using 3 items for one thing and then someone makes an invention that puts those 3 things together, that's where the real money is, you know. So it's like yeah, you didn't invent something new. Like the iPhone technically isn't anything new, but it put a Walkman with a phone with a computer and a GPS and a calculator.
just
and
keep
all
on
these-
adding shit.
Yeah, all in one. Where it's
Just
like
make a
you're-
utility tool. It's a Swiss
Yeah,
Army
it's
knife.
like
for
everyone's
phones.
gonna have that now, right?
Yeah. No, but like I feel like creativity though, especially for both you two's lanes, where like you would make music, you would make these skits. The originality of both of that is kind of the most important part, right?
Yeah.
Especially for a skit, because it's like anyone could make like a dad joke and it'd be like catch a thing, but to get a skit that people are out here trying to share and shit, it's like that's what the hardest part is.
I'll say this: the whole skits thing, especially like because we grew up watching like In Living Color or like Saturday Night Live and shit, right? To see everyday people doing it now is brand new. So that is really innovative. Like already right there, you're saying like, "Oh, was anything new?" That's new.
Yeah.
Being able, him saying, I just felt like doing this and I went and did it." That's new, right? So that's why even like with music, I feel like, yeah, it is getting a little redundant right now. Like you see, there hasn't been a #1 hip hop song in a year, and it's because people have been making hip hop since like the 70s.
Yeah.
There needs to be a new genre or something, like something new to change it up, you know?
And there's elements from my video that I took from another video, and there's actually people in the comments like, "Yo, you stole this." There's a whole thing in there, but like, it's my own unique twist to it.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's art at the end of the day, right?
Exactly.
And the way that you want to put it and the way that you want to express it is very different than somebody else.
And let me ask you this as well. Didn't this skit almost kind of write itself? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you're the character, of course.
Yeah.
But you're just putting yourself in a setting where you're trying pumpkin spice.
Very, yeah.
No,
Very much a caricature of
he's trying to move like a white girl,
Yeah.
but he's a dark skinned ass person, bro.
But my hair's blonde in there, like my hair's blonde. Like, yeah, exactly. A dark skinned man. Yeah, exactly.
Bro, how many people thought like you were fruity after that shit though?
A few.
A few? Did you play into it though? Or?
No.
Wait, you getting DMs?
You got DMs from that?
Yeah.
You got DMs from that?
Yeah.
What'd you say to them?
Nothing.
You never replied?
No.
You couldn't hit him
Never
with like,
said,
oh, sorry,
"Damn,
I'm not gay?
I don't swing that way.
I say thank you. I just be polite. I say thank you. Sometimes I say thank you. Some of
Man's
them.
playing hard to get.
Saying if the wrist was on fleek, you might have stepped over the line.
Said try harder.
No, I'm just polite. Like people be like, oh my God, this is so funny. I say, oh, thank you. And then they're like, oh, you're handsome. Okay. So those words I don't respond to. But like sometimes I slide it in there and I'll just like politely decline
Slide
and say
it
thank
in
you.
there.
Chill.
Hold on.
Come on now. Say something. Redeem yourself.
All right. So sometimes they will input that, they're interested within the conversation, and I'll politely thank you, but no thanks type thing.
No, I get it. No, but like that, like, I don't know. Like that shit was so crazy and so creative to me. And the funny thing is like the same thing Jimmy was just saying, how you were playing a caricature. That was kind of like your whole skit scene when you like around that time. Like that was when you were putting the t-shirt on your head and moving like your mom.
Yeah, exactly.
And being like,
Yeah.
like Jamaican moms be like type shit.
Yeah.
And it's like you just did it without props and just acted like a white girl.
Mm-hmm.
But then it kind of came off you just acting like a gay guy.
Yeah.
And it kind of just hit both
Yo,
ways.
however people want to interpret
Exactly,
it, is how they
kinda
want to
hit both
interpret
ways.
it.
That's a fact.
I
That's a
can't.
fact.
I can't control the narrative. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
No, it's a good product, man. Like, I like everything that you do online. Do you feel like when you play certain characters that it's easier to kind of get into the mode of just acting, or do you feel like when you're just being yourself, that's when you like are most natural on camera?
That's a good question.
I have something to say on that because I've known Marlon forever, and he's always been like a character. Maybe not like a type, but he lives his life larger than man, normal. Like he's always extra. He's always the loudest man in the room. He's always like a goof when he wants to be. And it's like when he goes into that goofy mode, it is kind of like a character of who he actually is. So it's like I kind of see it with like he's always been like, if I was to make an objective top 3 like funniest friends, he's always been in that top 3 of like, if this guy wanted to, who can I sit in a room with and just laugh for the longest? And he's always been one of those 3.
All right.
Wow. Well, how you?
Bro, what do you mean?
That's literally the nicest thing I heard this guy say in my entire. As long as I know this guy.
See?
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
surprises you sometimes, right? This
But
fucking
here's the
asshole.
thing. right? Here's the thing. My personality is very introverted. As you can tell, I don't say much in the group chat. Like
Yeah.
I'm almost not there. I'm very introverted to myself. So being myself is a little. It's tough to do that on camera because it doesn't really attract the attention that's warranted.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have to step outside of myself to be those characters, but I enjoy doing that, right? So there's a duality to it. I like being myself. I like being like chill, whatever. But I also like being funny. I like stepping out of my comfort zone and trying different things. And all that
Do you feel like it's like what Jim Carrey said? Like when you're a comedian, you're putting on a mask. You're
Yeah.
putting on your funny mask.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's dope.
Legit,
That's dope.
legit.
So are you like? I know you're doing skits and stuff still. You're one of the most consistent poster I know. Like you be posting like 3-4 times a week. Like do you have like a schedule that you try to hit every time?
I try to do at least once every day.
What's your TikTok and Instagram? Just shout that out quick, just if people want to go check it.
Marlon Mcglashlan. It's my first and last name.
You're gonna have to spell
Marlon.
Mcglashlan.
MarlonMcGlashan.
Yeah, bro, go check him out. It's actually hilarious, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. You post so consistently and so much, and it's so weird that traction doesn't really catch on these algorithm systems. But it's like random videos will just blow up out of the blue.
Yeah.
I think this being one of them, like that we keep been talking about.
I think shareability has a lot to do with that too, because that when that video dropped, I sent it to like 16 people. Like
Yeah.
before it was getting viral. Like when we first saw it, we were all laughing,
Yeah.
joking around about it, and like I was showing like whoever I was joking around with at the time, like I would just send it to them.
I just think Instagram doesn't like me, man. Because I've been on Instagram I've been on Instagram since like when I had an iPod Touch, like OG, like
That's what I'm saying. You used to post videos on Facebook and shit
yeah.
Did you maybe get shadow banned?
Yeah,
Did you say something
man.
crazy?
They don't rate me over there, but TikTok, they love me, man. I don't know. The algorithm might be different. I don't know how it works, but yeah.
No, like that for sure. Like your shit's fucking hilarious, and that's what I was saying. It's like you just catch a mode of being goofy, and then it's like I can see it in your skits that is you, but not you at the same time.
Yeah,
And it's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
it comes out good on camera.
Yeah.
Expect like bro, back in the day when you were doing the Jamaican mom show, that was my favorite. That was my favorite era of you.
So do you ever have a problem with people like you start to get close with someone and like obviously at first you're your usual joker self, right? But then like they're like getting to know the real you and they're like, well, wait, why are you in a bad mood? Why aren't you being funny
All
right
the time.
now?
All the time.
Well, that's what, like-
all the time.
Yeah, it's like that's all. Though I feel like that's the life of a comedian.
All
people,
the time.
People be
Yeah,
up to
right.
be like, hey, make me laugh, funny man. It's like
All
you
the
know.
time.
So how do you deal with that?
I don't go outside, bro. I stay inside, man. I'm joking. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with it, to be honest. You just take it. Oh, pause.
Yeah, this nigga,
crazy.
this guy's wild, bro.
I don't know. It's weird. It's awkward. Like, why do I gotta make like?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. People first they see me online, and then they introduce me as that person online to their friends. Oh, he's he big blow up star on TikTok. Da 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 da. So when I show up, that's what they're expecting, and so it's like having to meet those expectations. Like right off the bat, I was like, bro, I don't even know you. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're not even paying me, bro.
I don't like to joke around with people just to
Yeah,
joke around
like,
with
Yeah,
people.
nah.
it's literally what I just said. It's like they
Yeah.
come up to you being like, "Make me laugh, funny
Yeah,
man."
yeah,
It's
make
like,
me
come
laugh.
on.
It's like, nah.
It's like that's not how life
That's
is. Like
not how-
imagine someone came up to you, like, "Yo, this is Jimmy with the sick voice. Yo, can you sing something for me
Yeah,
quick?"
that's the worst.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Yo, what do you mean? Just
Bro,
sing
you-
something for
being
me."
asked to freestyle?
Yeah, it's so weird. It's weird. I don't ask like Everson plays football. I don't like say, yo, tackle me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
But certain
it's-
professions, that's what comes with it. Like, I think comedian might be the most under talked about, but the one that gets it the worst. You're expected to always be funny. And certain people like Kevin Hart, you see, like when he goes to parties and stuff, he's not turning it off. He's still in that same on stage mode. Like, you know, it's like he definitely needs time to unwind and just be
it's
himself.
exhausting,
you know?
bro. It's exhausting trying to be this funny all day, man. I don't wake up and be funny every day, bro.
Yeah, no,
Every
it's
day?
wild.
Yeah.
But it's like there is like funny people always have something to them that's like even when they're not trying to be funny, they are like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
probably as funny as a regular person when they're not trying to be funny. You just have to be around them, and it's like they just have something. Cause like even our bro Ezra, he literally fucking met Andrew Schultz this weekend.
I'm so proud of that.
Bro,
that
that's
moment.
crazy.
They were
So-
probably cracking crazy jokes together.
No, so he like his boy Marlon knows him, knows Andrew Schultz, like the other Marlon, and he was saying like, "Yo, come." He's about to do a set at like a little comedy club. Like, come pull up. Like, we're gonna go check him out. So they went to the comedy club, saw this thing, and Schultz is like, "Yo, you two come for dinner with me," because like he knew the other friend. He's like, "Come for dinner with me. I need to ask you questions about Toronto for my set," because like he had his whole show that weekend. So he was asking like, where did the Jews be staying? He's like Lawrence and Bathurst, and it's like you like what's like the shitty town of like Toronto? You're like he was like Hamilton, and it's like all these things. Like I ended up going to a show on Saturday, and like all the things that Ezra was telling me he was telling Schultz like was all in it. Like his final joke,
dope.
like Schultz's final joke. Obviously, like I'm not gonna ruin it, but it's like
a little bit of a
no,
spoiler.
no.
right? You know what I mean?
Well, like if you ever hear it again, it's not going to be the same because it was a
Yeah,
Toronto
yeah.
specific.
And you're not funny like how.
Yeah, exactly. But he was talking about like how like he was doing like IBF with his girl or whatever, and he was saying like he had like 9 good samples, but then the doctor's like, no, you only got 6 because 3 were retarded, and he's like, we just flushed those, and he was like, well, now you guys got some mutant ninja turtles somewhere around here, or you can just say like Hamiltonians, and people started dying because he's like,
Oh, man.
he was pretty much calling them retarded.
Okay,
but it's like the
okay.
way that he like integrated the jokes were all like integrated with Toronto, and it's
Yeah,
like it was fucking jokes, like.
See, even with that though, look at the way he's like, "Yo, I need to ask you guys these
Yeah,
questions."
so he sat
And then
down with the regular
immediately
folk.
converted it into his art form. That's sick.
Yeah,
It's
he's
a skill.
He sat down with regular Toronto folks, asked questions about like what's going on with Toronto, with some like random news, like local stories that you can talk about. And it was like, bro, for Ezra, who's been a fan and he's like a cool guy, he's just like, yo, that's like, it was like he called me geeking the next morning, like, bro,
I'm
this
so
is like the
happy for
sickest
him.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like the sickest shit. He sat down with his favorite comedian for 3 hours and stuff. It was like, that's like a fucking once in a lifetime thing. He said even then he wasn't even trying to be funny. He was just funny.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll say this too is that he's a very genuine person because if you're just trying to fake some shit like that, right? You're at, okay, you're not gonna remember everything. Like you're gonna be like, he's on stage. He's like, yeah, my boys just told me like Bathurst is the spot. Like you know, like that's sick. He's very genuine.
I feel like,
you know?
but I feel like for Schultz, he's probably doing that in every city, trying to find somewhat like a small comedian, be like, yo, I'm gonna ask you these basic questions because it makes the jokes way funnier when you can relate with them.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. He's being real in every city he's going to. It's not just a one-off. Like all the time, he's always on it. He's always genuine. He's always actually listening. Like that's dope.
I wonder if that's like a regular thing with comedians. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well,
Getting
for
to know
big
the city
shows,
to crack
probably.
jokes. Yeah.
Probably for big cities.
At
And
least
it's
the
like
good
you never
ones.
know unless you go to the show, right?
like which other comedian has come here and like actually connected with the city and that kind of,
right?
you know what I mean? Like
I think Russell Peters, but he's from here, no?
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yeah.
He's from Vancouver, but he's Canadian.
because I saw Marlon Wayne's Just for Laughs on Saturday, but he made some jokes about Toronto, but it didn't.
Yeah,
like, you
yeah,
could
it was
tell,
probably just like stereotype Toronto shit.
Yeah. So like, if Schultz is hitting those like you know
Like he was literally
specific-
making Jew jokes. He was like,
Yeah.
that's where you find the shit at Lawrence and Bathurst, and it's like that's hilarious.
Good
People are
fucking
like,
bagels, buddy.
yeah. He was like, yo, because that's where you see the niggas with the top hats and shit. Bro. It was just everybody in the stadium. Like it was a full stadium could all relate to the joke because he's bringing it to us instead of like him saying some borough in New York that nobody knows. Like, you know what I mean?
Even I seen him doing the promo video. That's the one thing I didn't like. He was doing a promo video for the Toronto and he was wearing a New York jacket. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Get that nigga a Toronto jacket, bro.
Yeah.
But you get to understand, I'm super, super prideful. Like that's why we called the show Northern Ruckus and everything. I love Canada, like you know, and I love Toronto especially. Toronto's the best city in Canada.
Yeah, you also named it the Six, so it's like it is yours. But yo, Marlon, would you ever
It's all of ours.
would you ever try to do comedy, like stand up?
Yeah, actually, it's crazy.
You tried it before?
No, I would. I actually just messaged somebody to ask to get me on the list to do it. Actually,
Are you nervous?
Tomorrow. Hell, you what?
Wait, do you have like a set?
I don't know.
Hey, tell us a
Wait,
joke,
what do
funny
you
guy.
mean? No.
I don't know if I got no jokes.
But how are you gonna approach it? Are you gonna try to freestyle it, or you have like a
No, I
rough
write
idea?
a lot. I write a lot. Like literally, I
All
was
your
listening
skits and
to this
stuff?
guy. I forget his name. It's weird. No, Andrew. No, Aldrature or something like that.
All toucher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a fro. He's
Yeah,
a Jewish guy.
Yeah, and he says pronounce my name as in I'll touch her.
Yes. That guy. I was listening to a podcast like in like 2019, and he's like, "Yo, write every idea down, good or bad." And from that moment, like, I just wrote everything down. So I have so much material, but I don't know how to like connect it or like make it be fluid. So who knows? Who knows?
Bro, that's what all the practice is
do
for.
it.
Like, don't go into it trying to like kill shit. Just
No,
go into
no,
it just trying to
no.
get better
Yeah.
at doing comedy. And
Yeah,
stand-up
I want to
comedy,
fail. I want to like suck at it to see if I really like it or what I'm gonna learn from it to see if I want to keep.
You
doing
only
it.
get better if you suck at it, right? Because it's like if you go out and you kill your first time ever, you're gonna be like, yo, this is so easy. Like I don't need to try no more. Like you know what I mean?
You know who did that? Dave Chappelle. He said
Did
his
he?
first set magical, second set bombed.
Yeah, so I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous, but I want to do that. That would be.
Bro, when you're done, you're like for your first like 15-minute set and you're ready to perform like solid, let me know. I'm gonna be there for sure. I don't want to see the building blocks. I want to see the
Yo,
finished product.
people are so fucked.
I want to see the finished product. Bro, I know my nigga's funny. And it's like I know whatever he's
No,
when
but
he gets
TJ's
right.
very like he's very
He's
critical.
honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
very honest.
But I just
He'll
find
tell
with
you.
performing in general, people are so funny. Like it's like they expect you to be perfect off the top because they could think of the most famous person in the world who does it, and that's how they did it.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like you don't do that, and they're like, "Oh, well, I guess you're." It's like, "Nigga, what the fuck? Did you think I was about to be the next this or
MJ
that?"
right out the gate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm me. Like I'm growing. Like witness the growth.
That's how I feel with this podcast. It's like, yo, we are only gonna get better, right? It's
Yeah.
like we're only gonna upgrade, get better guests. We had everything, and it's like it's gonna slowly get there. And it's like the same process. Is like if someone was to tell me if you were gonna get their support no matter what, but I can come a year from now and just listen, and it'll be that much better. It's like, yeah, I'd rather come a year from now, just because it's like, yo, it's not like you're gonna change the set. You're gonna try to perfect this one set first. You know what I mean?
It's funny because Wiz said that to me about my fights. He's like, "Yeah, you should have just waited a while and then started inviting niggas." He said you shouldn't have invited niggas to the first few ones.
Right? Oh man, no, but that's sick that you're gonna do stand up. I'm proud of you. I want to see that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Because like
It's
that's
scary,
also
bro.
like the best way to monetize as a funny person, right? Like, because you can't like obviously you're a comedian when you're doing sketches and shit. But it's like when someone says comedian, you always think stand up, right?
So who's your favorite stand-up comedians? Top 5.
Carlos Miller. Carlos Miller from 85.
Oh
South
yeah,
Show.
from 85 South. Yeah, he's
I
fucking
gotta peep
hilarious.
him. I don't even
Bro,
know. Who that
from
is.
he's
You've
on
seen him.
no, he's on
You've definitely
Wild
seen
and
him.
Out
We
too.
share him in the group chat.
No,
type
he's on
shit?
Wild and Out. Like he's
on Wild 'N Out
yeah.
too,
You
yeah.
if you saw his face, you would know exactly who he is.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay.
he's
Yeah, I'm
fire.
bad with names. I'm sorry.
Carlos Miller, DC Young Fly.
So you're 85 South Show nigga, bro. That show's so
down,
funny.
bro. I'm good, bro. Like that's my shit. I love those guys.
Okay. Now I know who you're talking about
yeah.
from 85 South. Okay, yeah.
So I like those three. What do you say? Top 5 or just like
Yeah,
my
let's go
favorites?
top five. Yeah.
Just, yo, if it's 6, 7, list them off. Who's the guys who you're like, okay, like they make it so I know that this is what I
I feel
wanna
like
do.
you don't like Dave Chappelle. I feel like you wouldn't be a Dave Chappelle kind of guy because he talks about too much woke shit for you.
No. He's funny, but he's not my type of funny. Like
Yeah.
I'm like
You
hood
like-
comedy. I like hood like
Cat Williams.
yeah.
fuck with Cat Williams.
Bernie
I like,
Mac?
Yeah, I like.
I never listened to no Bernie Mac before.
Bernie Mac's
I only knew him
hilarious.
as an actor. I never knew him as a comedian. You know.
So funny.
Yeah, I like hood comedy more. So.
So that's what the shit you try to be doing.
There's that brown guy. I forget his name. Ravine or whatever. Like he's been in the group, but like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
funny. Like he puts his leg up on the chair and he does that all the time. He's hilarious.
So back in the day, you were watching like BET Comic View a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because that's the best like hood comedy, bro.
I
There's a
see-
lot of dudes that were on there that are legendary. They're not
Yeah.
that famous. So
Yeah.
like Arnez J and shit.
I seen Lil JJ.
Oh yeah.
Remember when Lil JJ was on there?
Yeah.
The little kid. I'm like, yo, that is crazy. And he always won because he's so cute.
Yeah.
He was
had the
funny back
braids.
then.
He was funny.
He
He-
didn't grow into a funny
No,
nigga.
yeah. He got a TV show, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But like, I mean, when I saw him on stage doing that, and all like, I love Comic View, all that kind of stuff. Def Jam comedy.
Yeah, Def Jam comedy.
All of that. Yeah.
But I feel like those comedians, like, they have their fan
Which one?
base.
Like all the
Like
ones he
the
just
no,
named?
the hood comedians, yeah.
Oh, okay,
other than
okay.
Cat Williams, I feel like they only have the lane that they're in. They don't ever like step out of it, and because of that, they never blow. Like none of those guys blow up. Like 85 South Show is obviously big because it's a podcast, but like as comedians individually, they weren't big until they all came together and made that show, right?
Yeah.
And it's like they were all funny. Like on Wild and Out, those are the 3 funniest mans before they even started working together.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? That's why they started working together.
It's another one of those things like stand-up comedy is a really old art form. So you have to find new ways of making it entertaining. Like I like what Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, and Cedric the Entertainer did.
Yeah.
DL Hughley, I guess. But yeah, the 4 Kings of Comedy, like
Yeah.
that was a great idea. Like,
Yeah.
and really, if you look at it, they weren't really the best comedians. But you put the 4 Kings title on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna peep it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna watch it.
yeah.
Like, you know.
Well, that's kind of like what they're doing, and yeah, I don't know. I never really tapped into that. I always look for I like the storytelling more. Like you know what I mean. Someone who can put you like immerse you into a story, and like the whole time to be hitting you with a joke,
Yeah.
and then at the end just make you
That's
die.
Eddie
It's like-
Murphy, Richard Pryor, and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Dave
And that's
Chappelle
why
does it
they're
really
both
good.
the greatest.
Huh?
Louis C.K.
Louis
Louis
C.K.'s
CK,
really
yeah.
good like
Oh,
that.
Patrice
Bill
O'Neal, I
Burr.
forgot.
Oh, this
Patrice
guy's a
O'Neal.
hater, bro.
I love Patrice O'Neal.
Bill Burr is good
Bill
too.
Burr, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
cracks me up.
Yeah, see, so like I don't know, like that's why my comedy's different than yours, but like I'm definitely gonna be excited for when you start doing your shit.
Bro,
don't
that,
think- but
that
You don't-
list had Bill Cosby, the number 3 comedian of all time.
Really?
Never. that nigga never made me laugh once in my life. The
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
Funniest black comedian.
Bill Cosby has never made me laugh.
You know who also never made me laugh as a comedian? Joe Rogan. I never find him funny, but I find his podcast amazing.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
comedian?
I didn't know that.
You
he was a
mean you
comedian.
guys was trolling?
He's done a couple like I've seen him on stage before, but like
You guys are
I didn't realize that
trolling.
he was actually trying to do comedy.
The Fear Factor guy.
Joe Rogan was a comedian first before anything.
Oh, I've never
Like, he's
seen
literally-
that shit.
Bro,
No,
you
I've
guys
never
are
seen that
trolling.
shit. We're not trolling. No.
Wait, where?
Bro, he's the one. He's arguably the biggest comedian in the world right now. Maybe Kevin Hart. Like if you look at
Yeah,
the biggest
but
sales
bro,
from
that's just like when
comedian.
they say Seinfeld is the biggest comedian
No.
of all time. I don't know that nigga from his skits. I know him from the show. Like,
Yo, there's
what
no
we
way you
talking
guys are
about?
being serious right now.
No, I'm dead as I didn't know that.
No,
I didn't
bro.
know that.
Yeah, he was doing comedian for like 30 years.
Before Fear Factor?
Yeah, that's how he
No,
knows like
not
Dave Chappelle.
30 years.
Before Dave,
Yo,
bro, he
TJ,
started when he was like
bro.
19 years old. Him and Dave
But
Chappelle
he wasn't like
Yes, he was. He was with Dave Chappelle from when Dave Chappelle was 19. He
Oh,
was like
God,
24.
I've never seen
and they were
one-
doing
I've
like
never
tours
seen
and
that
shit.
man
I'm
on
just saying,
stage.
how old is he now?
He's like 50, like late,
Oh,
almost
you're
60.
saying he's been doing it for 30 years.
Yeah, he's been doing it for 30
I
years.
thought you were saying he was doing it for 30 years before he blew
Before.
up.
And he was always doing it at the highest level too. Like from probably for the last 20 years, he's been doing it at the highest level. That's why he's such good. Like
Hey,
all his
bro,
friends
look-
are like Bill
look.
Burr and shit.
That bro, you could end up being the next Joe Rogan.
I'm gonna be the next me, man.
You'd be the next
I feel
Marlon
you, I feel you.
Mcglashlan.
Because I don't want to be. I was supposed to know this. Like, nah.
Yeah,
like,
I was
that's-
surprised by that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is actually.
I don't
wild
want to
for
be
me.
unknown. I want to like. You go to any country, you say Will Smith, everyone's like, no, it was Will Smith. That's
Okay.
how I want to be one day. I don't want to
Okay.
be like, oh, he's 20. How did I not know for 20 years that he's been doing? All I know is Fear Factor.
Yeah. And
even
UFC hosting and shit.
Yeah. That's all. Literally, that's
Bro,
all.
you literally started a comedy club down in Texas, in like Austin. And, like, it's
I-
the
I
biggest-
I low key knew that. I just
Yeah.
thought that he did it as a business move.
Yeah, I
Nah,
just-
he pretty much made a comedy club for comedians. Like he pays them way more. He does everything
Yeah,
for them.
wow.
Doesn't
I
try
thought
to
he was
make
doing
a
that because
dog.
he likes comedy.
Nah, well, yeah, but he likes comedy because he built comedy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
he's literally like, I'm not even trolling. Like, if you objectively ask like people, not me, not just me, like who are the like objective, not your favorite, objective top 5 comedians right now that's alive, 90% of them will put Joe Rogan on it. I'm being serious. No, I'm saying like not the funniest. I'm not saying the best. I'm saying who's the biggest.
I checked
Who's the
out.
biggest? No, I'm just surprised. I'm very surprised you guys didn't even know he's a comedian. That's funny to me.
Yeah,
It's just
bro. That's your world. Like,
How is that my world?
But
Joe
I feel like
Rogan
I should
world.
have known that. I should
Yeah,
known,
he should, because
I
that's
shoulda-
his world too.
Yeah, I
Comedy,
should have
right?
known that. I'm embarrassed. Joe Rogan, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I mean, I grew up different.
Bro, what if he doesn't let you on his podcast now because of this one clip? This is gonna get clipped and get sent out and be like, "Yo, that Marlon guy wanted to be on your pod." He's like, "Oh, I seen a clip of him." And he
But this is
said
how
he
the
didn't
world
know."
works. This actually might get me on his podcast. All right, so Joe Rogan,
He'll roast the
I'ma
shit
be
out
a
of
guest,
you.
yeah.
Prove he's funny.
listen, or how he'll be on my podcast. We'll work it out.
We'll work it
We'll work it out.
No, that's crazy. No, but what's it called? I was gonna ask you, out of everything that you've done, comedy wise, what do you think even if it wasn't the best, what was your favorite part? Like favorite like clip or favorite like skit, favorite sketch?
I don't.
Do you have a favorite?
And it doesn't even have to be a piece of content. It could be something surrounding it. Like, what's
They're
your favorite
always,
part about
it's
comedy?
always my favorite until I put out the next one.
Ooh,
So like I
that's how you
always
move
think,
it?
yeah, I always think like, oh, this is it, and I always put my all into it, and then I do something else. So
You're an artist.
How
yeah.
often are you shooting your shit then? Because you be dropping a lot.
as much as I can. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to shoot.
Do you take ideas from the outside and shit? Like if someone says, "Yo, this is a cool idea for a skit, you should try this."
I try to, I really
But is it-
do. It's weird. As soon as someone tells me, "Yo, make this into a series," or "Let's do this," for some reason, it just never happens. It's like a
You don't see the
curse.
vision, or
It's
not that I
it's
don't-
not your vision.
It's not even that I don't see the vision because I'm down to work. I'm down to support. It's just like it just never happens. Like it just literally never happens.
I'll say
it's
this:
weird.
like, collaboration is tough.
It very yeah.
It's easier to do things by yourself sometimes.
would you ever try to do like? Because I'm just talking about from your personality. I feel like you would be able to make a buzz. Would you ever try to do that man on the street shit?
What's man on the street?
Like where you just walk up to people
YouTube
with a
interviews.
mic and be like, "Yo, ask
Oh
a
yeah,
stupid
that
question."
stuff. Yeah.
Do you want to go through your boyfriend's phone right now?
Yeah.
Anyone ever comes up to me?
How long y'all
I'm
been
slapping
together? Y'all
that
been
shit out
together
of
6
her
years?
hand,
All right,
nigga.
y'all trust each other?
Nah, yeah, I would, but I don't like to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you wouldn't be corny like that.
Yeah,
but, like-
no.
But you would want to do something.
100%. Yeah.
Because I feel like you would be like a because you're so bubbly.
No,
like,
I
you're
would
so
love to
outgoing
do
when you
that.
want to be and shit.
You know, side talk.
Yeah.
I would love to do something like that too. I
so-
would love to do that. Run up to people and like pranks are cool. There's certain pranks that I think are cool. Or
Yeah.
like I don't like to be a shit disturber. I don't like to disturb the public, but like to like just like you're
Funny
saying,
stuff,
be,
goofy
be
shit,
funny,
yeah.
be goofy, harmless pranks. Social experiments. Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah.
I feel that. All right, so one question just to wrap things up. Do you have anything this year that you want to kind of like manifest and bring into the light before we get to this new year?
Yeah. I want to make sure I at least go on stage once. I know I said I'm gonna do stand up, but yeah, I want to make sure I like follow through with it. For sure.
I'm gonna text
for sure.
someone. I have a friend that knows this shit. I'm gonna
For
text
sure.
him and see if they can get you up. But no, like I feel like that's something you're built for. It's like
yeah, that you're gonna do.
I feel like you'll get
Hold on,
addicted to it.
Give us something a little crazier. Give us something a
Crazier?
little wilder than that. Yeah, something that you're real. I know you got a few things that you're working.
Oh, I
on.
got a lot of things I'm
Yeah,
manifesting.
so give us
Want a
some.
list?
A short list,
How
not
much
too
time-
much.
how
Wait,
much
you have
how
like
much time we got?
you have like a wish board and shit at home?
No, I'm on my phone, something like that. But yeah, no, movies. I want to be.
Want to be an actor in movies?
Yeah, man. Leading roles. I want to be on A-list movies.
Ooh, I have a good question for you then. Would you ever do like Big Brother Canada?
That's reality acting. He's trying to be an actor.
But it's like that shit
no,
gets
the question
that
was-
shit
No,
doesn't
no.
lead to movies.
It
does not lead to
does. It
movies.
does. Like if you look at like Champagne Poppy, or sorry, Poutine Poppy and fucking Terrell and fucking like the last 4 big black guys from Big Brother, they've all gone
you
on to do
watched
things.
Big Brother.
I watched Big Brother, yeah. So like this, like I showed you the clip of the nigga that was like, bad, say
When they were fighting in the
yeah. It's like those niggas are out here doing shit now, and it's like they're funny
what
niggas.
are they doing?
Huh? They're like on like commercials and stuff. They're on like probably in movies. So I know that the guy that won, there was a nigga from Brampton.
So
you
it's
know
t-
him, don't you?
Yeah, Tyshawn.
Yeah,
Went to my
Tyshawn.
school.
Yeah, that nigga turned gay for 100K. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Like the final, it was
We're
so
getting
funny. It was
off
like,
topic. We're getting off topic. You're taking away from his manifestations.
No,
And
but
you're putting the bar lower. The nigga said, no, Big Brother's too low for me.
But no, but he be
here's the
doing
thing with
movies
that,
and
though.
shit, right?
Here's the thing with that though. I don't want to do that because I don't feel like there's longevity in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you get a couple brand deals here and there, but like, is it gonna like 10 years from now? Is that gonna be a thing?
Not gonna turn into Will Smith.
But that
No.
depends. It's like if you come with your base, right? Like if you already have all this content, you
Bro,
have all this
I want to
thing.
hear his vision. I don't
All
want to
right,
hear your
my bad,
vision.
my bad. Continue. I
He's
just
a
asked a
good
question.
manager, low key. TJ,
is,
he always
he
has
is.
like.
I have ideas.
We gonna
I
talk
can never do
after.
them,
We
right?
gonna talk
Yeah.
after. But yeah, movies, TV shows. I want a Tesla. I want 2 Teslas.
Okay.
I want to live in New York. I actually want to move to New York. Yeah, that's one thing.
You
I'm
do
gonna
New
mess
York over LA if you're trying to get into like.
Bro, you
TV
see his
movies?
hair? He's a New York
with.
nigga,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm a New York nigga,
Get
man.
off his
I'm
case.
from the Bronx. I want to go to New York for sure. I want to live in New York.
I got people's.
I haven't been to LA, so I'm not saying no to LA. I just haven't been yet. But yeah, those are some things I definitely want to manifest.
what's
All right, bro. You have the whole world ahead of you. We're young niggas. You only just turned like what 30 this year.
Don't, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, bleep that out, bleep
was
that out.
Crazy to drop that.
So you
But
have to move
yeah.
your things out here. Sorry, beep that, beep that.
Yeah.
Like Yachty and Drake right now.
But it's like, yo, we have the whole world ahead of us, bro. Like we're still so young. It's like there's nothing stopping you from
Yeah.
doing what you want to do,
Yeah.
right?
For sure, all those things that you said are very attainable. I
Yeah.
see those in your future for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I think that was a good episode, man. Newest member of the Northern Ruckus
I
family.
appreciate this, brothers.
Do you have anything else you want to get off your chest before we get out of here?
Man, yo, fuck all y'all niggas, bro. All y'all niggas. You. No, I'm joking. No,
Shout out your TikTok and Instagram again.
Marlon Mcglashlan on both of them. Twitter, don't even do Twitter, man. Don't
He's not
Twitter, but-
bumping.
Yeah, no. But YouTube, Marlon Mcglashlan. TikTok, Marlon Mcglashlan. Instagram, Marlon Mcglashlan.
We'll be sharing. It'll be in the title of the name. Just type it as it is.
yeah,
we got
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, yeah, I really appreciate this. I'm really grateful.
No, I appreciate
I'm
you.
really thankful for this.
Newest member of the family, man.
You're
You
definitely coming
come
back
through
on
whenever you
again.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely
man,
coming back
man.
on
When
again.
we get famous, when we go up. Oh yes, there is one thing
All
actually.
right, say it.
I'm gonna be dropping some music, man.
Music.
No, for real, yeah.
That took a left turn. We
Yeah.
just asked 100 questions about what you feel like doing in the future.
Yeah.
This nigga said acting, this, no
was-
music.
I have feeling it's an R&B album.
I wish I. I wish
I feel like
you feel it too, R&B shoe?
I feel like Marlon will come with some like
No.
African like
It's a pumpkin spice situation.
it's a pumpkin spice.
Yo, one time you told me, you said you should make music. You're like, remember what Lil Duval did? You should do like something like
Yeah.
that. You said it last year. So I'm like, okay, maybe let me try. So I made a track. I sent it to Ezra. He's like, yo, this is pretty sick.
Do you have it here?
Yeah, it's on my phone.
Want to play a little sample of it?
Play a little sample. Play a little sample.
Okay, can we do it in a way where, can we cut that part out and then just get your reaction?
Okay, yeah.
'Cause I actually want to release it.
Yeah, we can
I'm
do
gonna
that.
clean it up, but I want to release it.
All right.
Nah,
Fire.
that shit-
Fire.
Bro, that's like on some little dick.
It's a joke thing though.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
I'm like
Bloody,
I'm not
bro.
pursuing music at all. But like, yeah.
I think
Nah, I like
Ice
that, I like
Ice
that.
Spice should hop on that. yeah, it's
Chill,
pumpkin spice,
chill,
Ice
chill,
Spice. It
chill.
works.
I like it. I like it. I like
Big dreams,
it.
big dreams.
I'm telling you,
All
I
right.
fam.
like it. I like
Yo,
it.
Ice Spice, if you're hearing this, come hit
I'm
up
dropping
Marlon.
music, man.
Hey, my nigga's a munch.
All right, on that note, that's been
Nah,
another
chill,
episode
chill,
of
chill.
Northern Ruckus. Peace.